My name is Andrea Bardakas. Today I'm going to be interviewing Max. We're going to be talking about him and his friend's issue. It's going to be around 7 to 10 minutes. So we're going to start now. Hi Max, how are you today?
Good.
You're good?
Mm-hmm.
How was your week?
Well.
Why? What happened?
Well, it's the start of secondary 5 and it's a new program and called photography, and I made a new friend. It's been a couple of weeks now. We know each other. You know, we share each other's interests, and you know, there's this project that came along, and we worked really hard on this photography project. And he's very afraid to present in front of the class, so we had changed dates to present just in front of the teacher, and unfortunately I had to cancel out.
You had to cancel?
Yeah, because I had a hospital appointment, a very important one actually, and my friend didn't seem to understand. And I understand his frustration, because he worked so hard, he had to change their partner to present. And you know, it's not, I understand, you know, I canceled out last minute, but you know, the hospital called me, and you know, it's not my fault, you know, so I don't know if you understand that.
So what you're saying is that due to some issues concerning the hospital appointments, random time, your friend got upset with you, and you guys are in conflict right now?
Yeah.
How are you guys communicating? Is it going okay with you guys now, or have you talked since then?
There's low communication. When I mean low, there's just hi, how are you, and bye. And you know, it's not like before where we used to laugh and talk about each other's interests that we both like. It's just a very dense.
And how do you feel about that?
I feel really sad. It makes me sad. It makes me feel guilty. Like if it was my fault, and I can understand that it's not my fault, but the reason, you know, I'm a type of person who likes to worry and wants to fix things right away, but unfortunately it doesn't happen. But I understand his point, you know, it's last minute, but in reality it's not last minute. It's the hospital decided to do it, you know, call me and do it on the Monday, and you know, I fought for changing dates, but the hospital said there's no space, so.
Okay, so you had no absolute other time to do it.
No, I mean, I tried talking to the teacher, but the teacher doesn't want to change timing, so.
The teacher, no?
No, so I have to do my own presentation.
And are you okay with that? Is it going good?
Well, like I told you, there's no communication at all. Our friendship is still on the edgy side. I just wish to be back as it was.
Do you feel secluded in class now that you guys aren't speaking as much? Was he your only friend in that class?
Yes, he was. You know, it's hard to make other friends because the rest are all older adults, and me and him were the only people who were the same age. You guys can click? Yeah. Okay. And because we don't talk to each other anymore, of course, we don't talk, it's just full communication, it's hard to, you know, have fun in the class.
Go on. By having fun, what do you mean?
It's hard to, like, you know, not talk. Everybody else is talking. It's hard to, you know, not laugh and share each other's weekend, whatever, you know, what a normal, typical friend would do, you know.
Well, to you, what's normal? You have to tell me.
Well, to me, normal is laughing, you know, sharing each other, talking about hockey game, you know, talking about stuff coming out, movies and everything else. And it's hard to not talk about that with my only friend that I had in my class.
Okay. So what you're saying is that, you know, you feel secluded, you feel alone, and you feel like you can't laugh in that class and do the things you did before. Have you tried meeting new friends? Have you tried communicating to other people?
Well, I have other friends that are not in my class, but I don't see them often because all the new programming coming along. In my class, like I told you, there's only adults, so it's hard to communicate with adults. It's hard to.
Can you tell me more about that?
Sure. I mean, it's not the same we don't share each other's same interests, But the adults, they have, they have their own, they set up goals, and and when we talk differently. Adults our age, we talk about, partying, talk about, guy stuff, and with the adults, it's mostly like they talk more in a professional manner. Like they talk about buying houses, they talk about buying cars and getting married, and it's not my type. It's not my type of thing, but it's not the time to talk about things. So it's sort of hard to keep in the level of.
So you can say you feel a bit intimidated?
No, I just feel that it's hard to.
You're not on the same level?
Yeah.
Okay. And have you told your parents about this?
I tried to have my parents involved in any of my life situations. So every time I talk to my parents, I don't feel they give me the right support. They don't feel like they give me a good result. So I just stay out of my parents' way.
Okay. And why? What do you mean by they don't give you certain support?
Well, when I talk to my parents, I expect them to tell me a certain thing. Feel the empathy of how I feel. They don't do that. So I don't depend on my parents to talk to me stuff when I come to professional help.
Okay. And so you don't feel a connection with your parents?
No.
No? And why though? That's what I want to know. Why do you don't feel a connection?
Like I told you, every time I would talk to my parents, I would expect them to feel the empathy of me, and which they don't. And I expect them to say certain things, but they don't. So I feel that they don't tend to care. So I decided not to talk to my parents and come to you instead, because I would need professional people who know what they're talking about. Nonsense.
Well, I suggest you talk to your parents a bit more about that and how you feel. How about school? How about class? Do you think it's hard for you to pay attention?
It is, because every time I get up in the morning, the first thing I think about is the fight I have with friends. And it's hard, So I don't do the in-class assignments. I don't do anything at all. I just think about my friends fight,
Yeah, it must be hard. Do you think it's going to affect your marks? It's going to affect your grades?
It might, if it lasts long enough, this fight, it will affect my grades, because unless I give up on my own, I decide to not think about it anymore.
Yeah, I can see it's difficult for you. You guys were getting close.
Yeah.
And, but you look like you're avoiding eye contact with me. You told me about your parents and how, you're not avoiding them, but you don't talk to them. And class too, it seems like you're kind of seeming a little bit off from class a bit, your consciousness.
Well, I'm the type of person who masks his feelings.
Yes.
Because when I look among my friends and their friends, they tend to recognize when they're down, and nobody ever realizes when I'm down, and so they tend to not care. And when I do come to them, let's say teachers, or they ignore me. My friends don't seem to, like I said, like my parents, they don't have that sort of, care moment. So I said, I ignore everything,
But
I hide.
Don't you think this is a issue? Because you say that you don't talk to your parents. Do you feel as if you're judged?
No, I don't feel judged. I just don't feel like you know what I'm talking about. I just feel like you don't feel what I feel, and you don't seem to know what I'm talking about. So.
And can you say that this is what's happening with your friend? Your friend doesn't know how you feel about this?
No, my friend does not have the sense of why it happened. He just wanted to solve the fact that I had to miss because of an important meeting.
Okay.
I don't know if he's just mad because the fact that he had to change, or I
Go. So, do you think there's there's anything you can do that can solve these issues with your friends, or is there anything on your mind?
No.
You have nothing on your mind? You don't think there's anything?
There's no possible way. I mean, my friend is very straightforward.
There's nothing to get through to him.
Well, I can suggest probably doing an intervention, but that's depending on you if you feel right, it's okay to do it.
Well, what I suggest, I think this is a really good idea, but what I suggest is that you come and see me a few more times, just so we can improve on a little bit of other things that we need to improve, well, you need to improve on, just so we get some clarity on that. And you know what? When you feel comfortable, just come and see me. Don't be shy. You're always welcome, Max.
Thank you.
And our time is now coming to an end. I need to go see another appointment. But you're always welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Max.
Thank you.
Have a nice day.
Bye-bye.
Bye.